Once again, good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start the IP address and subnetting. Okay, so IP address and subnetting means it is the process of addressing your computer and the network devices in the network. Okay, means IP means it is Internet Protocol address. Like we have our address, like it can be your voter ID or Aadhaar ID, correct? Right? Why do we use that? Because the voter ID and the Aadhaar number is our identity. Right? The voter ID will help you to understand, identify you in your state, but the Aadhaar number will help you to identify your in the overall nation wise. Correct, right? Correct. And then the passport is that is your international identification. Correct. Now, so wherever you go, by using this kind of addresses, so we are going to identify ourselves. Similarly, the computers also have their own addressing. Okay, that address we call it as IP address. Okay, and subjecting I'll explain in the next class. Okay, so I was just telling you address, right? Okay, sorry, some disturbance was there. So IP addressing means you just got to know. IP means it is Internet Protocol. Addressing means we are going to address our computers, correct? Na? So when I say addressing in the computers, there are two types of addressing. One is physical addressing, another one is logical address. The physical address means it is the address given to your computer hardware. Like you are using your mobile phone, okay? In the mobile there are two kind of address. One is your mobile number, correct na? And that mobile number can be changed. If you put Airtel, you will have a different number. If you put some other SIM card, you will have a different address. But there is a number called IMEI number, correct na? So that number will never changes. So that is the number all the forensic department and police, if they want to trace your devices or our devices, they'll use that MAC ID or the IMEI number, so that never changes because that is given to your physical devices. That is there in your the IMEI number will be there at your motherboard, but the MAC address, the physical address of a computer, will be written in the network interface card, in which you are going to add your IP address. Okay. Now you got to know address means there are two types of address. One is physical address, which is common for the computer, that is universally common address. And if you see here the address, the physical address, we also call it as MAC address. MAC means media access control. It is the unique number which is used to track your device in the network, and that number is a 12 digit number which is a mixture of alphanumeric. You can see the physical address here: D8 3B BF 33 CE12. That is the physical address, I mean. Okay, and that is unique. No other computer or no other device in the world will have this address repeated. Okay, that is the uniqueness of this address. Okay, like it is our DNA. We have our DNA, no? So the DNA will be in the entire world. Okay, the DNA gets matches, similarity will be there, but that is unique. The physical address also like that. Okay, and then the logical address. This is clear, huh? Physical address, is this clear? Physical address. Okay, then we'll move on to the logical address. So physical means that you know where you can touch and feel, correct? Logical means it is left to your thoughts, correct? Left to your imagination, left to your assumption. Okay, logical means it that can vary from person to person, correct? Maybe when you look at a problem, the way of resolving the logic of resolving that issue can be different for different persons, correct? Similarly, when I say logical address, that logical address is also called as an IP address or the Internet Protocol address. This is the address given to you, your computer, to identify this particular computer in the network. Okay, if there is no IP address, see, by default, physical address will be there, whether the computer is there in the network or not. Physical address, if the computer got manufactured, means that physical address is there. But logical address is not like that. Logical address, which is IP address, will be there only when the computer is there in the network, okay, or only when you manually add one IP address to the network interface card. That time only the logical address will be there, which is IP address, and that IP address can be changed from network to network. Means you are using your computer at your home, okay, and you are connected to your Wi-Fi broadband, okay. There you see IP config that might give you a different IP address. Suddenly that network goes slow. What you do, or maybe the power has you lost the power. Then you turn on your mobile hotspot and connect the computer to your mobile hotspot, and then check the IP address. That time your IP address will be changed. So my takeaway of this point is, when you say logical address, that logical address is nothing but your IP address, Internet Protocol address. Okay, and that Internet Protocol address, which is IP address, will vary from network to network. Today you are at home, you are getting like 192.168.1.100. Tomorrow you go to home office, okay, your office you go, and you there you set, there you may get 10.16.1.100. That can be vary, okay. So now this is the basic foundation of the IP addressing and the addressing. Basically this is clear. Okay, so one more little bit example just to summarize what is physical, what is logical. So you have your Aadhaar number. Okay, that consider that Aadhaar number is like physical address that never changes. But in the Aadhaar card, there is a possibility of changing the address. Say for example, you are at a rented house. Today you are in a house, okay, and tomorrow you may go to some other house. There only the Aadhaar address can be changed, but not the Aadhaar number. So the physical address will never get changed, but the logical address, which is your IP address, will change from network to network. That's the takeaway of this slide. Clear? Okay. Silence is no. I'll take it as there is no doubt. Okay. Yes, Anju, any question, Bharat? Okay. So now let us deeply understand the IP address. Okay, because the IP address is the core thing. Actually, one should know. Many of the people who are here in the call, in the class, they may don't know what is an IP address. They may just know what is an IP. Probably they don't know the other things actually. Okay. So when I say IP address, okay, that IP address, the Internet Protocol address, is now getting divided into two versions. One is the Internet Protocol version 4, IPv4. We also call it as TCP IPv4. Okay, and the second option is IPv6 or TCP IPv6. Version 4 and version 6. So version 4, it is an 8-bit, okay, 4 octet, okay, it's a 32-bit 8 4 octet 8 bits address. Means I'll show you in the next slide. Okay, it is a 32-bit address, it's a numerical value. But IP version 6, it is a 128-bit alpha, numeric, and special character will also be there. Quickly go to the command prompt now. Okay, I want to show you what is your IPv6 and IP version 4 so that you will understand. Everybody, you all are aware of the facebook.com. That's a website, correct, right? You morning wake up, take your mobile and you go there, because that much addicted we are for the social websites. Not only for the Facebook, even Instagram, whatever, LinkedIn. I don't think you go for a LinkedIn, but definitely go for Facebook and Instagram, right? Now this I both the websites will have the IP version 4 and IP version 6. Now you better go to the command prompt ns lookup, type a command called ns lookup. So this is a command. If you just put your website name, it will give you the IP address of it. If you try to put IP address, it will tell you what is the name of the website it is. You can get the name or IP address by using this command. So now I want you to show, for you I wanted to show what is the IPv4 for Facebook and what is the IPv6 for Facebook, and how the looks of IPv4 and IPv6 so that you can understand better. So I'm going to Facebook. I went to command prompt and typing ns lookup facebook.com. Now the ns lookup command, it tried to retrieve the IP address of the facebook.com. See, non-authoritative answer means my computer is not getting the answer directly from my computer. It is getting somewhere from the internet world. That is why it is non-authoritative. It is there. Okay, that's okay. You leave that. When I explain you about the network DNS, I will explain it there. Now see, this is the name I wanted to resolve, facebook.com. And if you see this address 2A03 colon 2880 colon F127 colon 182 colon face colon B00C colon 0 colon 25DE. This is your IP version 6. I told you it is an alphanumeric, correct, and special character because separated by colon. This is your IP version 4, which is only numeric value. I said 4 octet, 1 2 3 4, it is 4 octet, and each octet is 8 bits. 8 8 8 8 8 3s are 8 4s are 32. Okay, that is what I told you, 32, but this is 128 bit. And why do we need IP version 4 and IP version 6, sir? See, IP version 4 has very limited IP address. In the 7 8 years back, in each house there was only one mobile was there, and that mobile has got one IP address if the internet is there, or one computer is one IP address about it. Nowadays everybody has got three mobiles. I am using 3 mobiles, and I am using 3 laptops and 1 desktop. Imagine. And in my house my wife is using 2 laptops, my daughter has got a tablet, okay, and the fan we are using that has got internet enabled, the TV we are using is internet enabled. Why am I telling this one? The number of IP address we are using, it is getting increased. So this one particular time, this IP version 4 will be getting exhausted, means there is no IP version 4 is available. That time we wanted more IP address for the next generation. So that is why, to get more number of IP address, the peoples, the information technology related peoples, they are trying to explore new number of IP address or more number of IP address, and that is possible because of this 128-bit address, which is IP version 6. That this is as of now, it is not broadly used. Currently, we are still using IP version 4 only, but IP version 6. Some peoples, the big games like Facebook, Instagram, the very big companies, they started using this kind of IP address. Now whenever you look at the IP address, I think you will be able to identify what is my IP version 4 and what is my IP version 6, correct?
Sir.
Any doubts? See, if I go to instagram.com also, see, can you see 2A03 2A03 2880 2880 F137 F268? See, maybe the first two digit are getting overlapped, but the remaining numbers are getting changed. Similarly here, the 157 240 157 240 and 192 228, because Facebook, I think it has taken over Instagram also. No, I don't know. Okay, I'm very weak in the social media things. Okay, so the number is different here. The number is different here. Okay, that's how you will identify what is IP version 4 and IP version 6, and that's the relevance of why are we going for IP version 6. Now you understood. IP address means there are two versions, IP version 4, another one is IP version 6. Now let us move on to the IP version 4 alone. In the IP version 4, whether the IP version 4 or IP version 6, we again have two types of IP address. Okay, the two types are public IP, another one is private IP. Any idea what is public IP, guys? Once again, Anju, everybody can use
C.
sorry,
Everybody can see our IP address.
Yeah, that is also somewhat correct answer. Any other answer? See, public means it is publicly available. So we have two types of transports, correct? Na? We have public transport, another one is private transport. Just to make the understanding simple, I am telling. So public IP means it's a government bus, train, correct, right? So anybody can go there, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the whatever, irrespective of the state, irrespective of the nation. Correct. That is open for everybody. Correct, right? There is no restrictions. Public IP means it is public IP. That's all. Correct. Now means that is available for everyone. The same private means you have your own car. Can you allow me to sit if you don't know me? No, that's the private. Means public IP means it is available over the network. If you have a public IP and if you have that IP address at your laptop, correct na? I can just access that laptop by sitting at my home. I can log into your computer. I can see whatever is data is there. I can take that data, or I can inject virus for that. I can ask for the ransoms. Remember, the public IP is always a chargeable IP address. There will be charge for the public IP. It is not free IP address. Okay, and then private means it is your own IP address you can use, and that is free IP address. Why do we use it? Imagine you are having a company and that company has got 10,000 employees. If you want to pay for the each and every employee, one IP address is cost 1,000 rupees. 10,000 into 1,000 per month, it is a huge investment. And moreover, if you use the public IP, all these 10,000 computers are available in the internet. What if any hackers inject you a virus? What if an hack some other hacker may hack and ask for the ransoms? Correct, na? So that is why for the private IP address, we will only use in the office just to secure your environment. You cannot directly access your office network until and unless you have the virtual private network, which is VPN. Correct, right? So now you understood IPv4 there are two types of IP address: public IP and another is private IP. Public IP means it is available in the internet. If you have internet, we can access that. Private IP is not like that. Private IP it's very private. It is very secured, and there is no cost for it. There is no charge of it. It's a free IP address. Okay, and then you can use it. Then whether the IP version 4, whether the public IP or the private IP, we have IP classes. There are 5 IP classes actually. Okay, now this is clear. So the takeaway of this slide is very simple. Three things you have to take in this slide. One is IP means there are two versions: IPv4, IPv6. And in the whether the version is IPv4 or v6, we have two types of IP address: public and private. Public is not free; it is chargeable IP address. It is available in the internet. Private means it's a free IP address. You can use it for your office purposes. And then the IP address further classified into 5 classes. Okay, let me move on to the next slide. Okay, so see, I just told you, IPv4 means it's a 32-bit logical address. You see, and 4 octet of each bytes I told you. See here, I have given an example. IP address is equal to network ID plus host ID. I'll explain in the next. Okay. So if I write an IP address, I will write like this only. 4 octet will be there. Okay. And the first number will be starting from 1 and the last number will be ending with 255. 255 is the last number. Okay, let me power on my tablet 1 second. Wanted to show you something. So see here. I just told you, okay. The IP address means there are 4 octet. You can see here. See, this is 1 octet. This is 1 octet. This is 1 octet. So this is 1 octet. I told you 4 octet. That should be divided separated by a dot value. Dot. Okay. and the number should vary from 1 to 255. I will write here that conditions. Okay, it should have 4 octet, and that should be separated by dot. It should be dot separated by. Okay, and the number vary from 1 to 255. Now I will write some of the IP addresses. You have to tell me whether that is a valid address or invalid address, just to make you understand. Okay, so let me write one IP address here, one address here, 1.2.3.4. Is it an IP address?
No.
It's an IP address, and I just wanted to know who said no, and I want them to understand. Yeah, who said no? Please tell. No problem.
Yes. It's
Anita.
me, sir.
Yeah, Anita. What was your understanding?
I thought you were writing as 5 also.
No.
It's 4 means it's IP address.
Correct. That's what. See, I told you 4 octet. This is 1 octet. Huh? 1. This is 1 octet. This is 1 octet. This is 1 octet. So I told you 4 octet should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 octet is there. First condition is correct. Second, I told all the octets are separated by dots. See here on one dot, here on what, here on dot. Second is also done. And see the condition. The number should vary from 1 to 255. See, each number, it is 1 to 255, it is in between. 2 is also 1 to 255. 3 is also 1 to 255. 4 is also in between 1 to 255. So my IP address is completing all the requirement. That means my IP address is a valid IP address. Yes or no? Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I will write to Anita. You have to speak now. Okay. I will write one more IP address. Sorry, it is not IP address. It's an address. I will write an address, and you have to tell me whether that is valid or not. Because I want you to understand. Okay, everybody, guys, not only her, everybody. Okay. So since she asked the question, she has the doubt. I'm just taking her name. Okay. Now I'll write one more. So 100 dot 200 dot 250 dot 251. Is it an IP address?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now 1 dot 100 dot 200 dot 300. This one?
No, sir.
Why it is no?
It's 300 is the out of 255.
Exactly. Very good. So now one more number. Okay. 192.168.1.100.
It's a IP address.
Yes, sir. IP address.
261.1.2.100.
No, it's not IP address.
Very good. Now others. Okay. 1 dot 10 dot 11 dot 0.
No,
Sir. No, sir.
no, sir. It's not IP address.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if a number ends with 0, that's not an IP address. We call it as network ID. Network ID. It is network ID. Network ID. So if somebody asks you, say for example, so they will ask you, this is the IP address, okay? This one, 192.168. If somebody asks you to write an network ID of this particular IP address, what you have to do, you have to write the same 3 numbers, and the last number you have to make it 0. Okay, you see here 1.10.11.0 is the last number is 0. Now that is the network ID I told. Now can you please tell the network ID for this one? For 192 network ID 192 dot
168.
dot
6 dot
1.0. Yes, that's the network ID. Okay, for the last one, for this one, tell me. I know this is not a valid IP address, but still tell me the network ID.
261 dot
Hmm?
1 dot
Hmm?
2 dot 0.
Exactly.
0.
So I think now you guys are able to understand. And I will write 3 more things. You have to tell me whether valid, invalid, or network ID. Okay. So 1 dot 2 dot 3 dot 4. What is this? What is this?
It's an IP address.
Okay, it's a valid IP address.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
Yeah. Now,
Yes, sir. The network ID is 1 dot
yeah. Tell me the network ID.
3.0.
Under
That
two
is
or
okay.
Correct. 2.0.1.10. For this one?
It's not invalid IP address.
Then?
And
Okay. Invalid. Okay. Then?
2 dot
Hmm.
0 dot 1 dot 0.
Exactly. Yeah. I think your understanding is good. Okay. That is what the takeaway of the slide. Basically, you wanted to understand what is my IP address, whether the IP address is valid or not. Okay. Or what is the network ID. I think you guys are clear here. Okay. Now let me quickly go to the next slide. I was talking about the classes of the IP address, right? See here, we have 5 classes in the IP address. One is class A, class B, class C, class D, and class C. If an IP address that start between 1 and 1 and 126, the first letter, see, it is here 1, and if you see here, first letter is 126. Any IP address that start between 1 and 126, we call that as class A IP address. And second one is if the IP addresses start from 128 to 191. Like we have first class, second class, third class in the class, right? Or for the ranking system, the same thing. If we get up to 60% first class, more than 60 to 70, so 85 distinction, like that, right? Here also same. 1 to 126, it is class A. 128 to 191, it is class B. And 192 to 223 is class C. See here. This is 128 to 191. Here it is 192 to 223 and 224 to 239 and 240 to 255. Okay, this is the IP range actually. Okay, so basically this classification. Once again, let me put my charging. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, see, if the IP address range from 1 to 126, it is class A, 128 to 192, it is class B, 192 to 223 is class C, and 4 is like 224 and 240. The first 3 classes, the class A, B, and C, are usable. You can use that IP address. See here in the remarks column, here I have mentioned it is this can be used, this can be used, this can be used. But class D can be used for the multicasting. Okay, and class E is used for the research purpose. So basically, the last 2 are not usable. We cannot use them. Okay, so that is research and some other multicasting purposes they are using it. Actually, some research and development purposes they are using it. So we are not using them. So basically, the first 3 classes are class A, B, and C are in useful. Okay. Now, if you see in between this 1 to 223, there is a number is missing. What is that number? See, 1 to 126 is there, correct? After 126, 128 it is starting. 128 to 191, but 192 to 223. Some number is missing there.
127.
Exactly. So yeah, the missing number is 127. Correct, right? That
Yes, sir.
127 is dedicated for a separate usage. Means that 127.0.01, we will call it as a loopback adapter IP address. Means that IP address will be dedicated for a purpose. Okay, if you want to check whether your network interface card in your computer or a laptop is working fine or not, what we can do, we can just try a ping command. Ping means it's a command. See here, CMD. If you go to command prompt, what you have to do? You have to press Windows button and R button. You go to the run. So there you type CMD command prompt and hit enter. CMD and hit enter. So this prompt will be opening. This is, we call it as command prompt. And if you want to check the communication from one computer to another computer or the same computer, no problem. So basically ping, P-I-N-G, ping, packet internet grouping. It's a command to check the communication between two network objects or two devices. Now, if I want to check the communication, Facebook, see facebook.com. See, I'm getting response from Facebook, reply from 157, 240, 192, 35. This is the IP address of the Facebook. See, this is the IP address. Either you can say Facebook or this IP address, your network will be opening. So see, I'll go to the Chrome, CHROME Chrome, okay, and just paste that IP address. Whatever IP address, see 157, 240, 192, 35. If I say hit enter, okay, the Facebook will be opening. See now. See, the Facebook got opened, correct? Huh? See the Facebook logo. Some issue is there, but anyway, see, Facebook has opened. Correct. Huh? So basically that is the thing. Now here I want to check the communication from my computer to the facebook.com. The communication is there or not. I'm telling ping space facebook.com, or you can do ping space the IP address 157.240.192.35. See, I'm getting the response. Means if you get like this, it is the communication is there. So this 127 I was talking about, right? So that will tell you whether this computer network interface card, the computer network interface card is working fine or not. See, you are getting response. So this IP address we call it as a loopback adapter IP address. Basically to check the network interface card health, whether the network interface card, you will plug your LAN cable no to the laptop, or you will connect the Wi-Fi no in your laptop. That particular device in the laptop is working fine or not. To identify, we have dedicated one, or we have reserved one IP address, which is 127.0.0. That can be anything. Should start with 127. Maybe after the 255, 254, 254 is also, see, sorry, 1 minute. Like 127 or 250.250.250. It is not okay. Ping is not there. Home ping. See, basically the number should start from 127. After that, the number can vary from 212 to 255 or 254. Okay, so that works. That is the use of the this loopback adapter. Okay, now okay, now I will write some IP address. You have to tell me what is the class of that IP address. Okay, will that be fine, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks for responding. Okay, let me quickly go to the OneNote. Understanding is very important. Okay, so now I am in the OneNote and I will explain you now. Okay, so I just told you 1 to 126 is class A, 128 to 191 is class B, 192 to 224 is 223. So 224 to 240 and 241 to 255. Okay. Now I'll write the sum of the IP address and you have to tell me the classes of it. Okay. Let me begin with the first one, 1.2.3.4. What is this IP?
Class A.
Okay,
Class A.
126.1.2.3.
Valid IP and class A.
Yeah, I need like this answer. It's a valid IP, it's a class 6, class B, okay, class A, sorry, like that. Okay, now you have to tell me 128.1.2.3. 200.254. This is
Expanded IP.
Mixture of classes, sir.
sorry.
Sir, class A and class B, sir.
Class B is fine, but why class A?
No, sir. Sir, one is
See, that's what I'm telling. You have to see the first octet only. This number only you have to see.
okay.
You have to see this number only. If this number begins between the range, forget about the last three octets, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now I'll write. Please check. Okay. 192.1.1.1. This one.
Valid IP and the class
And B, sir.
Class C.
C.
Yeah, 192 is class C. Na, see here. This is A. This is B. And this is C. Okay. Okay. So now 223.192.128.1. This one. Valid and class C. Yes. Now 1.128.192.224. This one.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay. Now 240.254.10. This one. Yeah. 240 is class D.
D, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. I think we are good. So now you are able to understand what is the class of an IP address. That's enough. Now let me quickly go to the slides. Okay. Now your understanding is good. Now I'll ask some questions. You have to respond. How many classes of IP address we have? What are those?
Class A, class B, class C, class D, and E, class E.
Okay. And can you please tell me the ranges of class A?
Yes, sir. 1 to
126, 128 to
class A.
Yeah.
155,
What is that? What is 128, 191?
Class B is 122 to 223, and class D is 224 to 239, and class E is 240 to 255 ranges.
Very good. And what is this loopback adapter then?
It's 127.0.0.1. It is used for to check the NIC number, NIC card of your computer.
Yeah. Network interface card. The health of the network interface card. NIC card. NIC means NIC. NIC means network interface card. So that is the path, that is the device you will use to connect the internet. That's all. So I think now you also have a good understanding on the classes. Okay. Let me quickly go to the next slide. I wanted you to understand this much level, so we are good here. Okay. So now, how to identify which class of IP address I'm using? Okay. See here. So I said class A, class B, class C. Correct, right? So why do we need to divide the classes? You may ask a question. Okay. See, class A, if you see, I told you in the beginning, each and every IP address is getting divided into host address and the network address. See, wherever you have N, that is network. Wherever you have H, it is host. N represents the network and host represents the computer, number of computers. So here, basically it is divided to, if you need more number of network, you can use class A. If you need more number of computer, like you need more number of IP address, then class A. If you need more number of network, then class C. Okay. Then can you please tell me in which classes more number of computers can be connected?
Class A.
Okay. And if I need more number of network,
Class C.
okay. If I need average,
You can use class B.
exactly. See now you may have a question, sir. Why do we need to go? Why that you said number should be vary from 1 to 255? Nobody asked this question, but I will tell you. Okay, nobody asked this question to me, right? So while I writing, 1 minute. Let me go to the. Okay. Correct. Huh? You guys not ask me, sir, why the number should vary from 1 to 255 only. Correct. Huh? So 1 to 255 I told, but nobody asked me why, sir, it is. So there is a command called 2 to the power of n minus 1. Okay. So I told 8 bits. Correct. Huh? Each and every object has got one IP address has got 192.168.1.10. This is an IP address, and I told you this is in 32-bit. Correct. Huh? So, and I told each bits will be 8 bits. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 8 aita. Yes. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So this is 8, this is 8, this is 8, it is 8. So 8 fours are 32. Okay. If you put this, you take this first 8, any 8. Okay. And if you write like okay, say for example 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So you put 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 6, 2 to the power of 7, 2 to the power of 8. So this comes 256, and I'm telling 2 to the power of n minus 1. Whatever value comes in that, I have to do minus 1. So this gives 255. Got it? You can do in your laptop. I mean, mobile. See here, I'll tell you. 2 to the power of 1 means 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 8 2s are 16. 16 2s are 32. 32 2s are 64. 64 2s are 128. 128 2s are 256. Clear? That is the number I have written there, 256. And minus 1, that is 255. That is why the IP address will vary always from 0 and 1 and 255. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So the same way here, I'll go to the slide again. I'll go to the slide. Here, what happens? If you need more number of addresses, you will just go with the class A, and class C will be more number of network. So wherever you put n, okay, wherever you have n represent that 1, and wherever you have h, if you put 0, that you will get the 1 minute, I'll tell you. Okay, that will give you the subnet mask of the computer. Okay, 1 minute. This will be too much, huh? Don't get okay. So each and every classes of IP address will have one net subnet mask actually. Okay, if it is class A, I told you it is n1 h correct? Huh? That means I told you wherever you have n is equal to 1, h is equal to 0. Okay, so if I write 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 1 1 1, sorry, here 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0, and one more 0 0 0 0, another octet 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Correct? Huh? So here 0 into 0 power of 1, 0 power of 8, 0. 0 power of 1 to 0 power of 8, it is 0. 0 0 to the power of 1 to 0 to the power of 8 is 0. Here 2 to the, here 2 to the power of 1, to the power of 2 up to 2 to the power of 7. If you do 255, 256 will come. Okay, and in that you minus 1, 255 comes. So that is what the subnet mask of the class A will be like, 255.0.0.0. Yeah. And if you say the if you go with the class B, so here what you have to do, you have to put 1 1 only, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Correct? So then this 255 and this is also become 255. And class C also same thing. Instead of 0, if you put 1 there, instead of h you put n, means it is like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and it is 255. So class A subnet mass is first 255, rest all is 0. Class B, what is the class B subnet mass now? Class B 2n and 20. So if you put 1 at n place, it is like 255.255.0 and 0. Class C
255.255.255.0.
exactly. So this class, the subnet mask you don't need to enter. When you just type the IP address like 192.168.1.1, if it is class A, it will class A subnet mask automatically comes in the when you press tab. If it is class B, it will come to 55.55.00 like that. Automatically it will comes. So now you know how the IP address are structured, how why the number vary from 1 to 255, and how the subnet mask is divided, and why do we divided the classes, correct, right? Clear? Clear na?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes,
in
sir.
all the topics, now we understood, but one more thing you are still not able to understand. By looking at an IP address, will you be able to tell me which is my private IP and public IP now with this understanding? No.
No.
Now you
No.
see, now we will be able to understand what is your IP address, whether this is valid IP or invalid IP, whether it is IP version 4, IP version 6, correct? Whether it is class A, class B, class C, you can do that. And if I write some subnet mask, you can tell it is class A, class B, class C. And you can even tell why this number vary from 1 to 255, correct? But one more thing you are still not able to tell, what is that? You will not be able to identify what is my public IP and what is my private IP, correct, right? Now let us move to that topic. Okay, so I'll go to the next slide. See here. So here I mentioned. So I told you the public IP is chargeable, and you started a company now, a startup, and you don't want to go for the public IP, and you want to go for the private IP only. Okay. So if you see in each and the first three classes I told you it can be usable, correct? And in not all the IP addresses are usable free of cost. You can use whatever IP address you want, but that is charged. If you don't go for a charged one, and if you want to go for a private one which is very secure, then there are 3 octets are reserved. In the class A one IP address which is 10, okay, in the class B one IP address which is 172, and in the class C one IP address which is 192. Is these 3 IPs are reserved for the private usage. See, in the class A it is 10. In the class B it is 172. In the class C it is 192. If an IP address that begin with these 3 numbers, any number after this 3 numbers,
Sir,
yeah,
sir, in the second number can be different, right, sir? Class A 10 after 10 and all.
sorry,
Sir, in class A, sir, after 10 dot, the IP address can be different, right, sir? For
anything. That's what I'm telling. In the
okay, sir.
you have to see the first number only. After this, you can put 255, 254, or 1 also, no problem. Here also, you can just, after 177, you can put 16, 17, whatever number. The first 3 number, this is important. Very,
Okay, sir.
very first number, the first octet is important. After that, any number you can write. Apart from these 3 numbers, if the IP address start, that is public IP. If the IP address that begins with 10 and 172 and 192, that is public IP, sorry, private IP. Okay, now with this understanding, let me go back to the OneNote. Okay, so I'll write some of the IP address. You have to tell me what is this. Okay, so see here 1.2.3.4. What is this?
Okay, sir.
Place public.
Yeah, so 10.1.4.10.
Valid and private.
Exactly, valid and private IP. Super.
Private.
So 172.16.1.100.
Valid and private.
Yeah. So 161.191.100.200.
Valid and public IP.
Exactly. Very good. So now 192.168.1.100.
Valid and private IP.
Which class it is?
Class C.
Exactly. Okay. See, you have to think in all the dimension. When you write, you tell whether it is valid, which class, public or private. See, all the four dimensions you should think. Okay. Now, one more thing I'll write. So, 200.192.168.1.
That is
It is valid in public IP in class.
class C.
Exactly.
C, sir.
See, here I'm using 192 here. Maybe Bharat, you said something, no? After that 192, after 10, can I use? See, after 200, I'm using 192. It's a 192 is a class C first letter, first number. So that is coming after the second octet, right? So no worries, nothing to worry. You have to concentrate only on the first octet, this octet. Okay. Okay, few more and we can just finalize. Okay, 192.168.1.10.
Valid
That is
and private IP class C.
Exactly. 10.16.1.10.
That's a
Valid
valid.
and public IP class C.
So 172.16.1.100.
It's
Valid
valid.
IP
This is class
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 B.
B, sir.
255.0.0.0. What is this subnet mask? Which
Sir,
class it is?
Network IP.
No, what which of subnet mask I'm asking? Which class it is?
class D, sir.
The class.
Class E.
Class E, sir.
No, I'm asking the subnet mask is for which class? Class A, Class B, Class C. I told you, no, 192.168.1.1, more number of network, more number of host. Before this, I was just explaining, na? Like you put 1 and a h, n and h is equal to 0. Mm, So before 2 minutes, I was just explaining you each and every class has got different what subnet mask, correct? And that's why I told you to replace in this slide, previous slide. See, class A, wherever you are, wherever you have n there, you have to put the 1. Wherever you have h, you have to put the 0. So the class A subnet mask will be derived out of this. See, if you put 1 in the n place, you get like this 255.0.0.0. The 24 bits here are dedicated for the number of hosts. Means if you need more number of computers, you can go for class A.
Sir, your screen not visible, sir.
Okay.
Screen is not visible.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, I think this is good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See here, wherever you have n in the class A, I told you each and every IP address is divided into host bit and network bits. So network bit represents n, host bit represent h. So in the class A, wherever you have n, you have to put 1, and if wherever you have h, you have to put 0. Okay, and if you put 1 at the n and 0 at the h, so the class A subnet mask will be like this. See here, 255.0.0.0. Correct? And class B 255 255 00. Class C 255 255 255 0. Okay, that is what I was asking in the other. Okay, so if I write, so with that understanding, this can you know what is this? Can I know what is the class of this one?
Class A,
Class A,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Now 255.255.0.0.
Class B.
Class
255.255.255.0.
Class C.
Okay. Now IP address 11.12.13.14.
It's a valid or public IP, sir.
Yeah.
Class A.
Class A. Yeah. So now one more one. Okay. 2AB1 colon ABCD colon 192.160 so 192.16 AB colon and A C C D D 2AEE. What is this IP?
It's a public IP address, sir, and it's the class C, sir.
Yeah. So it's a class C IP address. Okay. So now it is very difficult. See, explaining again the public and private in the class 6 is very difficult. Okay. So if you see like this, you just take it as class C. That's all. Okay. If you see this 4 octet, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is very simple. It's a class A IPv4 and public. That's all. I think now you got a fair understanding on identifying the networks and the IP address. Now I'll quickly go to the next slide and I will try to explain little bit on the subnetting. Okay. So subnetting means it's a process of dividing the large number of network into smaller network. Okay, means you have a office. Okay, and in that office maybe your 100 computers are there or maybe 50 computers are there. So when you if you take the slash 24 here, if you see, if I go to the next slide, these are all the CIDR range. Okay, means if you put slash 32 slash, I mean I told you 32 bits like that. The IP address is a 32 bit 1111 colon 1111 colon 1111 colon 1111 correct now. So the 32 bits are there. So it is basically how many number of computers you need. Okay, so say for example, if you put slash 24, you get 254 IP address. See here, total IP address is 256. Okay, and available is 254. Okay, so if you take slash 24, that means the last object is completely 1111, so it is 255. Correct? Huh? So means it will give you total 250 for IP address, but you have only 50 computers. So just for the 50 computers, if you use slash 24, you will lose close to 204 computers. 204 IP address will be wasted. You cannot use them in the some other location because you already completed the network here. So what you can, instead of slash 24, you can go to slash 26. 2 bits you just reduced. Okay, 2 bits if you reduce, it will be like 62 IP address you will get. So you need 50. So that's okay. Instead of wasting 204 IP address, you can just waste 12 IP address extra. That maybe in future you may have some other computer that will be usable. Okay, that is the usage of the subnetting. So I'll do one thing. Let this be open here. Okay. So I'll quickly go to the OneNet. Okay, I came here. So I was just telling you. Say for example, this is one. Okay, close this one. Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
If you are feeling difficulty, let me know. Okay. So here 1111 dot 1111 dot 1111 yeah. So if I want, I told you right, it is 8, correct? Huh? So so 24 bit means this one is if I need 256 IP address, what you will do? You will dial like 192.168. 1.0/24, you will write like this. Then how the IP address will begin, I'll tell you. Okay, the first IP address is like 192.168.1.1. Second IP address is 192.168.1.2. What will be the last IP address? 192.168. What is the last IP address in this range?
255.
Exactly. So here you have 254 IP address. 1 to 255 is 254. Okay. Now you need another 254 IP address. Then what you can do? You can make it /24 to 25. That's what I was explaining there. Once again, I'll go there. Okay. Not 24, it is 23 you have to make. 23 you may have to make. So network you are reducing. Okay. So what you can do here, instead of 25, you can make it 23. Like 1 minute. Let me delete everything or reduce the size. Reduce the size is fine. Yeah. So now if you are writing like 192.168.190, sorry, 190, sorry, 1.0, I'll make it 1.0. If you make /23, that means in this one octet you are going to give to this one, correct? Like here, this is 24 is there, okay? So you are making 23. This one also you are borrowing 1 1. Now what you will do? 192.168.1.1 to 192.168.1.255. So once this one is completed, then you go to 192.168.2.0. The next IP address will begin. This because you are borrowing to the host here, because one you are reducing /24 to /23 you are reducing, means one number you are going to reduce from this to this one borrowing. Okay, then the first IP address in this is 2.1, 2.2, like that up to go 255. That is why this IP address is getting increased from 255 to 510. If you want more numbers, then you can increase. If you want less number of IP address, you have to make it /25. If you make /25, means you are giving the host bit to the network ID. Means from here, from this side to this side, you are giving. Means you are increasing the number of networks. If you increase the number, you are increasing the number of network. If you reduce the number, you are increasing the number of hosts. That's all. So this is all CCNA topic. Don't get confused. Okay. Basically, I want you to understand each and everything. That's the reason I'm explaining. Okay. Otherwise, we are good. So let me go back to the. See here. Right. So this is the CIDA value. Okay. So that's all. I told you that 23 if you make it is 510 IP address. 25 if you make 126 IP address, means more the numbers, more the network. If you lesser the number, more the computers. That's all. So maximum we can go up to, if it is as IP version 4. See here, this is the number. I don't know how to return this number. It is like how to read it here: 100,000, 10,000, lakh, crore, 10 crore, 4,294 crores or 94 lakhs. It is, means it is 429 crores. No, 4294 crores. Some IP address is there. Okay, I don't know how to read that also. Okay, so those many IP addresses are there. Okay, that's all, guys, for the today's class. Any question with this?